these actual cameras that they use for license plate readers, and they use them to abuse them. I just wanted people to let you guys know in Edison and Woodbridge Township, I want to give everybody a heads up. These cops are watching you. These cops are abusing the flock cameras. I got intel from a friend of mine that has been followed and stalked by the Woodbridge Police Department in Woodbridge Township, New Jersey. They are using flock cameras to follow your tracks and watch around where you're going. I want everybody to know this with these flock cameras. It is unconstitutional that they are using these things to abuse authority. They're supposed to be using it for theft, for stealing vehicles, and other things. They are using them to stalk their prey and stalk the victims. I just want everybody to know that. Please, everybody, with these flock cameras, they're very, very unconstitutional. Hello, how you doing, Robbie? I want everybody to know that these cameras, these flock cameras, are a problem to our country. They're not allowing us to have privacy while driving around and going places. I want you guys to know that these flock cameras, the flock, F-L-O-C-K, they are horrible to deal with. I want everybody to know that these flock cameras are horrible, they are unconstitutional, and they are using them to follow and stalk you people. I want you guys to know that. Woodbridge Township is using them to stalk people, and Edison Township, New Jersey Police Department is using them to stalk the prey and stalk people. If you're married to an officer, there's a possibility that these officers could be stalking where you're living and where you're going and where you're driving at and pulling you over and stuff. I want you guys to know that. These people, these cops are very abusive with their power, and they think they can do what they want, and we need to catch these motherfuckers. These cops are bad. Cops are bad. Especially Woodbridge Township is bad. Woodbridge Township Police Department. Jeff Horvat, Scott Horvat, Michael Horvat of Edison Township Police Department 2. If anybody had anything against these officers, they're going to fucking use that flock camera. These flock cameras are horrible. They're all over our country, and they're ruining people's privacy and where people are going. And, you know, you could be driving somewhere and the cop could be following you and watching you on these cameras and seeing where you're going and using that evidence to use against you. It's very disgusting. This is why I want everybody to know that these flock cameras. And if you have something against these three officers, Jeff Horvat, Scott Horvat, and Woodbridge Township, they could be doing this to you. Michael Horvat, if anybody ever did this to you with him, he could be using these flock cameras against you, and they are using them. The Horvat family has a vendetta against this person because of the fact of the truth. The truth has to be told. Truth has to be set and has to be free. The land of the brave and the land of the free. We have to tell the truth, we people. Okay? I want everybody to know that with these flock cameras, they are abusing these flock cameras. Everywhere you're going, there's officers being arrested and charged with using these flock cameras to stalk people and stalk their exes and stalk people and make traffic stops against people. I want you guys to know that these cops are very fucking horrible. And the Jeff Horvat, Scott Horvat of Woodbridge Township Police Department, as well as Michael Horvat in Edison Township Police Department. He's a lieutenant. The other ones are a lieutenant and a patrolman. I want everybody to know these people. All these cops out here are abusing flock cameras to abuse their authority as well as do things to these people. And I can tell you right now, the day that this person was driving from Edison into Ford's, the cop was sitting there waiting on this person. If you see in one of the videos how this person was driving, minding his own business, and this cop's sitting there waiting on him to come fly by him so they could do a traffic stop by him. And sure enough, that didn't happen because he pulled over and let him go. Because these cops are using the flock cameras. There's flock cameras all over Ford's. There's flock cameras all over Port Reading. There's flock cameras in Carteret. There's flock cameras in Perth Amboy. There's flock cameras all over. Anywhere you go in certain towns, they're using flock cameras. Some towns are not even using them because, you know, it's no point of spending taxpayers' money to buy flock cameras for other appointment other points than just using it for people that are stealing vehicles and doing illegal activity that they could track them down quicker and find out what's going on. I want everybody to know this. The flock cameras, they're the worst thing ever. They made this out there just so if anybody steals vehicles, not to abuse it, but police officers, what they do. I want everybody to know that. And Woodbridge Township and Edison Township is doing it to this person, using their flock cameras and abusing authority to basically follow this person in each town to know where this person's going so they could stalk them and monitor them. Edison Township did the same thing. Edison Township did the same thing. Edison Township, Woodbridge Township, Metuchen Township, all these townships in Middlesex County were using these flock cameras to stalk this person and find the person everywhere. Anywhere he went, into Perth Amboy, went into Woodbridge, went into Fords, or went into Hope Lawn. This is what happens. These cameras, these flock cameras are the worst thing ever, and I want everybody to know that. I think what we need to do is, I think we need to go to these town meetings, Edison and Woodbridge Township, and other townships in the areas, and let people know that these flock cameras are very dangerous because they are using these license plate reader flock cameras to abuse things. Very disgusting. That's why I want everybody to know this. How you doing, Haley? How you doing today? Good afternoon. Good afternoon to you, everybody. Good afternoon. Yeah, these cops, the cops I mentioned also, they're very horrible too, as well as Gary, I think his name is Gary Thompson, and Egan of Woodbridge Police Department. They are bad as well. Lying on police reports, lying on things, saying that this person resisted arrest, as well as resisted arrest, as well as obstruction, and those charges were dropped because of the fact that there was evidence on the body cam footage showing that this person did not do resisting arrest and did not do obstruction. He only got a little summons for something to pay, and that was it. So Egan and Thompson, they're very bad cops. Thompson is a bald fucker. He's very nasty. He likes to sit there and stalk people as well. Gary Thompson is the cop that also happened on that day in September. What he did to this person was uncalled for. I just want everybody to know these officers as well. Egan and Thompson, if you ever come across them as well, they're very corrupt. They are these type of cops where they'll sit there and they will abuse their power and jump on people like what they did. They had 6 officers jump on this person because of the fact he was going through a mental breakdown, and these 6 cops jumped on him and left bruises, and I mean bruises all over his body, and nothing was done. Nothing was done to these officers. They didn't get in trouble. They didn't get penalized. They didn't get time off without pay. Nothing was done. These 8 officers or 7 officers that were there jumped on this person because of a mental breakdown. These fucking cops are horrible in this town. Edison and Woodbridge are the worst. You guys prevent yourself from driving around with these flock cameras. Prevent yourself. Thank you much again, and have a good day, and God bless you all. We the people.